believe after all this time, everything hinges on what happens inside those doors.
No, maybe not everything.
Are you trying to say it doesn't matter whether Tom's convicted or not?
No.
Hi.
Hey.
Listen, Lucky, I've decided to change the witness order. I'll call you and Nikolas first, then Emily, okay?
All right, whatever works best. I'm ready now, so.
I came to cheer you all on from the sidelines. Did she look nervous to you?
No. She seemed like she was wondering the same thing I'm wondering a little, whether maybe you're a little close to it all. Maybe it's not a good idea for you to be in the courtroom.
Do you really think I'm going to go home and sit this out? I'll tell you what. You can take me home when they take Tom to Attica. How's that?
Elizabeth, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just saying it won't be easy.
Probably easier than being raped.
Want me in the witness room now?
I'll be fine.
Look, I know why you want to be in there. It makes so much sense. Nobody would need it explained. But they have things set up so the way it makes sense isn't the way it works. Tom raped you. But he can only be punished if nobody says so. As far as the court is concerned, you can't exist. And nobody can tell me that's right. But I don't know how to fix it. Except by doing this one thing. I can be your voice. I can speak for you. I can't say what you would say, but I can be the best witness I can be for you.
Thank you. Starting to think you might be late.
It was a little difficult getting through the door.
Reporters.
Yes. So, Emily, why don't you tell us what it feels like to know that the entire world can see your... etc., etc., you get the point. Why don't they understand that that picture is not me?
It all makes me feel very old.
Oh, I'm sorry, Elizabeth. This is my cousin Ned.
Hi.
Hi. I feel like we've met. Emily has told us all about you. Is Lucky here yet?
Oh, yeah, they took him to the witness room. You guys should probably go, too. But isn't... Never mind.
Isn't what?
Well, I just thought that you'd said... Wasn't your whole family supposed to be here?
Yeah. They had to take care of
Emily?
No, don't worry about it. I'm fine. Really, I'm gonna wipe the floor with them.
Elizabeth? I know what you're gonna say.
Audrey told me
That I wasn't supposed to be here? I know. Well, that's what she thought was best. She thought I might get too upset, so I told her I was going to school.
Oh, well, I kind of wondered because it didn't sound like you. I mean, I knew how much I would like to see this man burned at the stake, or at least as far as they can get before I have to get to work. But I'm sure Audrey would have liked to have been here with you.
But now I have you instead, if you'll sit with me.
Of course.
You know, Grandma's right. This trial isn't about me. I'm just a spectator like you or anybody. And the people who have heard it are sick of hearing my sad story, and the people who don't never will, because that's what the DA decided. So why am I hanging around? I guess I don't trust things to turn out right. I mean, Tom has fooled so many people for so long. I mean, big models like Brenda Barrett and fashion editors and all kinds of people. What if he fools the jury too?
He won't. As a society, we've long had a split personality toward youth. We mythologize it, we extol it for its innocence, its freshness, its unspoiled wonder. We protect it.
or say we want to, but we also exploit it. In Tom Baker, we have both sides of the coin. A man who, with his camera, glorifies the timeless magic and beauty of what it means to be young, and in his darkroom, he reduces his trusting teenage models to sexual fodder for despicable fantasies, making money off both his victims and his online voyeurs who come looking for the photographs that he so expertly faked. When you've heard all the evidence, you will not hesitate to find Tom Baker guilty on all counts. Unlawful imprisonment, kidnapping in the second degree, grand
Emily asked
larceny.
me if she could borrow $20,000. It didn't sound like her. I mean, she's not some bratty rich kid who doesn't have enough money to spend. She was really freaked out. I mean, she wouldn't even show me the photograph that the guy threatened to put on the internet, even though it was fake.
Fake how?
Objection. He just said he didn't see it.
I eventually did see it.
Are you a forensics expert in composite photography?
Your Honor, we have expert witnesses to call. For now, an answer in layman's terms is all I'm looking for.
Overruled. You may answer.
It was Emily's face on some other woman's nude body.
This photograph?
That's it.
Let the record show the witness has identified People's Exhibit A. Nikolas, the photograph of Emily's face that was used, did you know where it came from?
We both did. It came from a photo shoot that Emily did with Tom. I just tagged along that day for moral support.
So you immediately suspected him of being the blackmailer?
No, actually, he was the last person that we thought of. But obviously, if we'd have gone to the police like we should have, he would have been the first person that they questioned. But Emily trusted him. We all did.
So instead of the police, you turned to whom?
Well, I knew that we needed someone who knew computers, and someone who knew the internet really well, and someone who we could rely on completely. So we went to Lucky Spencer.
And how did you and Mr. Cassadine come to be in my client's studio that night?
Well, we knew Emily might be in trouble. We didn't even know Elizabeth was going to be...
I asked how, not why. How did you gain access?
Oh, well, I picked the lock.
Uh-huh. Well, that wasn't the first time, was it?
What were we supposed to do, knock? We knew he had Emily in there.
So? A well-known, respected photographer in his own studio with a model for a pre-arranged shoot. No, you found this alarming. Why?
Does he normally lock his models in the darkroom?
Your Honor.
Does he normally use a gun instead of a camera?
Would you please instruct the witness to answer the question asked?
I don't think he's doing so badly.
Well, as for the gun you mentioned, now isn't it just possible that Mr. Baker saw that his studio had been broken into and produced it for self-protection?
How? It's not like I blew a hole through the door, and even if I had, what was it doing on him? He locked Emily and Elizabeth in and then went to get it. That's what he told us. Now, they knew what he was, and he wanted them dead for it.
Miss Jensen?
The state would like to call its last witness, Emily Bowen Quartermain. And the defendant admitted he was behind the blackmail threat?
Yes. He didn't think I was going to tell anybody. He didn't think that I would live that long. But after he locked me in the dark room and came back with a gun, neither did I.
Thank you, Emily.
Do you have a computer at home, Emily?
Yes.
You spend a lot of time on it?
More than anyone else in the house, I guess.
So, you know your way around it?
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Have you any photo editing software on your computer? I mean, you know the kind I mean. It Let you cut and paste digitized photos or pieces of them.
If counsel's proposing that Miss Quartermain put the composite together herself, he'll have to do more than just accuse her of being computer literate.
Well, Ms. Jensen has an excellent point, if I may continue down that very path.
You may.
Now, is it true that your supposed nude photo found itself on the internet after Mr. Baker was arrested?
Well, yes, but that's because...
No, a simple yes or no will be fine. Thank you. And how has this affected your marketability as a model? Well, I'll be glad to rephrase the question. Has the release of the photo had a chilling effect on your fledgling career, or are your services more in demand than ever before?
Well, I don't understand it, but my agent says that he's been getting new offers every day.
Well, that's good, isn't it? I mean, you like being a model, don't you?
Very much.
So much so that you'd have done anything to give you that edge, that extra little attention, wouldn't you?
No.
Like even concocting the story with your precocious little friends and making my client the fall guy.
That's not what happened.
Objection. I object. He's badgering the witness with questions that are rhetorical and repetitive.
Not at all. It's my aim to show that the witness benefited from the notoriety, and I expect answers.
Overruled. You may proceed.
Emily, how many magazines have asked you for exclusive interviews?
My agent said that there are some...
15. And that's only the major national publications. Now, that's not too shabby, is it?
Well, why would I want to tell a magazine?
What was your per-hour modeling fee before all of this hit the press?
I think it was...
$250, wasn't it?
Not a word.
And what is it now?
I haven't figured it out.
$1,250 per hour. That's what your agents are asking. Now, do you have any idea how big a jump that is? That's 500%. Now, how many people, after a couple of months in their chosen field, get a 500% raise?
I don't know.
Well, how many teenagers get a 500% raise in their allowance?
Objection.
Emily, this whole so-called scandal positioned you exactly where you wanted to be, didn't it? You got just what you asked for.
She didn't ask for anything. He's a rapist. On Valentine's Day, he grabbed me in the park and he raped me.
Your Honor! Well, Your Honor, as this outburst made clear, this whole case is a malicious prank by 4 teenagers with too much money and too much time on their hands.
Elizabeth!
And now we have grounds for a mistrial. I move that the charges be dropped and my client be released.
No!